Let me tell you a tale of the Fortress of Eternity, a city not merely built of stone and steel, but forged from an unyielding hope that never dimmed. This story began 1,000 years ago when Earth teetered on the edge of death. The air had turned venomous, technology had become a soul-hungry god, and mankind had forgotten how to smile without fear. In the heart of that darkness, a mad dream was born, to build the final sanctuary, a fortress that would preserve the very essence of what it means to be human. The fortress rose in the form of a magnificent octagon, its walls towering like mountains, etched with lion carvings that charted the journey of the soul. Inside, the city bloomed like a living miracle. Towers of silver soared above crystalline trees. Rivers of blue light flowed through light zones, and at its center stood the gate of eternity, a monolith of obsidian, pulsing like the heart of the cosmos itself. But the most wondrous of all, the fortress was guarded by Warren a creature of legend born from sunlight and blood earth. It stood 30 meters tall, its body an elephant cloaked in golden dragon scales, its head that of a crowned lion without a burning stud, with wings like woven glass that could manifest radiant shields. Every night, its roar echoed through the valleys, driving away the shadows that sought to devour the souls within. Yet the path to building such a place was far from easy. I remember when the spirit of courage led the builders, hands bloodied, lifting stone upon stone, shouting into the silence, "For our descendants, for the light that must never die." The spirit of growth planted gardens between concrete pillars, its roots becoming a living web that purified the toxic air. And when the first child laughed amidst those gardens, oh, how the spirit of joy wept golden tears. From that laughter rose orbs of amber light that floated through the city. It was then we learned, joy is the strongest foundation of all. But where there is greatness, trial soon follows. Like honey that draws the swarm, prosperity attracted factions. The technocrats came, preaching, "Let us replace the soul with circuitry." Technology is the new god. The mystics, in contrast, shunned all progress, retreating to caves with ancient scriptures on their tongues. The materialists chased wealth until their souls faded into numbness. Fractures began to form. The gate of eternity flickered. Warwick and Gendog seemed weary. Even the air within the fortress grew heavy. One night, the spirit of intuition summoned all to the city's heart. Her third eye glimmered with unease. "We've begun blaming," she said softly, "not illuminating. Darkness is no longer outside. It has crept within, and in that most fragile hour, a miracle occurred. The 7 human spirits, courage, wisdom, growth, joy, intuition, passion, and purity, stood in a circle beneath the gate. They joined hands, each radiating a hue: red, blue, green, yellow, violet, orange, and white. "We are not 7, whispered the spirit of purity. "We are one." In that moment, their lights fused into a singular blinding beam that pierced the sky, awakening stars in broad daylight. Warwick and Gendog bowed low. Its wings unfolded into a shield of gold. And for the first time, the gate of eternity shone in its entirety. Within that brilliance, a vision appeared. Not a lone fortress, but thousands scattered across galaxies. Thus was born Alixaran, the Alliance of Lightness. Its structure like a honeycomb, each cell a miniature fortress, interconnected, sharing energy, wisdom, and love.
Starlight, we are not alone. We're together
On Andromeda, a wisdom spirit led a citadel where people spoke with trees. In Alpha Centauri, a passion spirit danced with fire, generating clean, eternal energy. Even in unseen dimensions, small bastions glowed with their own 7-spirit legacy. Alixaran is not an institution. It is an ecosystem of souls, where every spirit becomes a beacon for the others, where each hive crafts honey not from nectar, but from meaning. Yet this story is not about monuments. Look there, the child, the first to be born within Alixaran, conceived in the union of the 7 spirits' light. Each day he runs through the gardens, chasing butterflies of pure radiance, laughing with eyes that sparkle like newborn stars. One day he asked the spirit of purity, "Why did we build the fortresses?" She lifted him into her arms, her voice as soft as twilight winds. "So every soul can have a home, my dear. So that light always has a place to shine." The boy nodded, then laughed again. And his laughter bounced across the universe, waking smiles in every fortress from every realm. Even Warwick Ngendog, once the fearsome gatekeeper, has changed. Now it guides children like him. Its great wings serve as playgrounds. "I am no longer a guardian," it once said, nuzzling the child gently. "I am part of this hive, like a giant bee tending to its tiny queens, young souls who will one day carry light into the deepest dark." And here we are now, beneath constellations lit by Elixirine. Every soul a light, every light a fortress. Because true eternity is not about living forever. It's about making every moment count. It's about becoming a haven for one another. So if ever you feel lost in darkness, remember, there are thousands of lights in this cosmos, each one waiting to become home. This is the tale of the Fortress of Eternity, a story not of walls but of soul weaving. The story of Elixirine, where every spirit is honey and every act a sanctuary of forever.
Makes us feel whole, not a fleeting. For those out there with their lives, their histories, their moments of reality now lived. Here I am, a speck, dark, deep, terrible, yet calling. A moment to see the depth. This moment, now. I speak the language of the soul. So listen. The sound of music, the pulse of life. It makes us feel whole. Not a fleeting wholeness, but the real thing. Always present, always sweet. Where is it? It will guide you toward your Lord, shaping the quality of the life you live, shaping what has already become part of you. And yet, it can do more. It can reconstruct you, not to control you, but to release the potential buried deep. Because for so long, you would not open it. You would not give it space. You told yourself there was no time, but you can access it, always. It is only the awkwardness, the fear, the confusion, the fixation on the hard, stiff shape of reality that keeps you frozen. And so I remain, benthic, black, dark, in the depths, terrible yet waiting. And I would be so for those out there with their life. You would not give it space. You told yourself there was no time, but you can access it, always. It is only the awkwardness, the fear, the confusion, the fixation on the hard, stiff shape of reality that keeps you frozen. And so I remain, benthic, black, dark, in the depths, terrible yet waiting. And I would be so... I asked you to reach out to me because I intend to build a hive, an alliance not bound by structure, but by purpose, a living system where trust flows like honey and where we protect, uphold, and complete each other in ways only true unity can offer, a place where everything I lack, you are, and everything you fear, I face.